Mecha Jaraxxus versus Arthas.
Yeah, when your opponent has 2/1/1 or 2/1 mana 4/4 rushes in the first 7 turns of the game, it's really hard to win. Especially when they're Hunter and they're super aggressive. Oh no. Could have won if you had went face and Spellstone on turn 4? No. We would have been in a very similar spot because we would kill his 3/2 and then he'd play things. If we wanted to, we could have went. Maybe we should have played Hooked Reaver and traded. If we played Hooked Reaver and traded the 8/8 into the 3/2, that might have been allowed us to be a little bit better. But I think the only reason we even had a remote chance in that game is because that turn where he played the 4/4 and the 1/1 and didn't trade and let us get that clean defile. That he almost threw the game, giving us a chance to do something there. But I like how he played for the most part. But yeah, I think Mountain Giant 4 mana 7/7 trade could have been the play. But I think you're right in thinking that that turn is the spot where things maybe went south. Kept spellstones and didn't use them. They weren't charged. I had no way to charge them except for Hellfire, and he consistently gave me boards where I couldn't play Hellfire. 4 mana deal 3 damage, heal 3 is a terrible card. But 4 mana deal 5, heal 5 is an insane card. But, no, I don't think there was any time where I could have used Hellfire and felt good about it. So 2/4s are bigger, and they also have Taunt. I think that's probably better than going for the Giant. I'm gonna play good minions, because they're good, and that'll slow them down, and then we can get the Giant out naturally.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Ooh. I'm gonna play Doomsayer and not attack anything. Secret Paladin's turn 4, he's looking to play the guy that makes the secret. He should have a pretty tough... Well, can he get through with Kings? Trades this guy in, Kings is this up to 6, and then kills my guy. So Kings allows him to get through. Kings is, we have Spellbreaker. We're sad, but is that a risk we're worth taking? What else is usually played in the Secret Paladin deck on turn? Corpse Taker. Corpse Taker's a bummer. So if I play this and he plays Corpse Taker or Kings, we're absolutely destroyed. Same thing with this. If I play this, we're only destroyed by Kings, because Corpse Taker dies. So I'm a fan of this. I'm hoping we find some removal. Mountain Giant's terrible against aggressive Paladin decks. Paladin decks are usually pretty good at dealing with Mountain Giant, with their secrets in this version, or qualities and things in other versions, or tear them down the line. Like Overstad minis just don't work. It's probably going to run into a Noble Sacrifice. But if he has no pressure behind it, then it'll work. So no Kings. And we might win the game here. Wow, that's an example of good card design. Yeah, Defile's pretty sweet. The card it reminds me the most of is, Oh jeez, what's happening here? Go. That was so lucky that he missed both those juggles. It's lucky he hit the first juggle, but really lucky he missed the other ones. What's the priest spell? That one's really sweet. The 5 mana priest spell. My hand is really bad. I need to find taunts and healing. I believe I need to tap here, even though I'm uncomfortable doing it. Mass Hysteria. Mass Hysteria is sweet. I had a game versus Bunny Hopper yesterday, where he was playing around Mass Hysteria the whole game. Right, so he's setting up boards where my Mass Hysteria was just terrible, constantly. Then I identified that his secret was the mage one that makes a reflection, like Splittered Image or something. The weird one, the new weird mage secret. I don't even... Splitting Image, yeah, it was Splitting Image, that's right. And he eventually accidentally played into Mass Hysteria because Splitting Image creates the minion when Mass Hysteria gets played, and then it full cleared the board and I won the game. Oh god, did it feel good. It felt so good, guys.
Winter is here.
Haha. Ooh. So, let's see. We don't know if it's Noble Sacrifice or not yet. We can check. It doesn't have Wind Fury. Who cares about this minion then? No Wind Fury? You kidding me? I could even... Maybe I could just Dread Infernal him. Dread Infernal sounds bold. It's awesome if he doesn't have Noble Sacrifice. What does he want to be doing? He wants to be playing Spikered Steed. Flash good cards. Harem comes to mind as something that's frightening. Harem's frightening. General face damage things. They don't usually run Steed in Secret Paladin, it looks like.
Executing.
General spooky things. Alright. I think for the time being, we don't need to taunt up. I want to get my 8/8 out there because it's big. They don't even run Leroy for burst in this deck very often. No Leroy. No Blessing of Mites. Their reach is nothing. 13 is just a comfortable life total.
What does the future hold?
Yeah, we knew that was in his hand. That must die. Or we must play Argus, one of the two. Or both. I think this is a good enough Defile. Popping off the bubble. That's all I needed to do. Ah, what if we just, we could go and just Spellstone this guy. Yeah. The Defile's too strong. This is... I'm overreacting. Tharmal scares me, man. Wind Fury is a really easy mechanic to get spooked by and overreact to. I'd prefer to save the silence. They don't usually run equality clears in this deck. What am I saving the silence for? Just silence and kill both his guys. Yeah, we want to put more stats in play. Who am I kidding? Yeah, this is better. Defile 7/7? I think this is better. I saw Defile 7/7. That was my first instinct, guys. I said it out loud. Seems hard to lose from this position. We have unlimited resources, too. It's okay, guys. This 2/2 is not scaring me. I was scared of Tharmal, though. You guys are right. But this 2/2 is fine.
Act now.
We did not set up lethal this way. You are right. Yeah, you guys are probably right. Defile is probably slightly better. Setting up lethal is really good. Oh, we set up lethal, see? I just know the top of my deck like that. Ha! My play was better. Set up lethal and more defensive. Kind of funny. I use my coffee cup for water because it's so big, and then my coffee cup for coffee. My coffee mug, like I use my coffee mug for coffee, and then my I don't know what is it? Coffee thermos for water. But I don't know how it devolved to that all my drinking utensils are coffee now. Utensils can't be the right word. Drinking devices are coffee related. Dude, look at this sweet mug though. It's got a bat. It's also bat sized, man. It's like half the size of the jug. They're very similar in quantities of water. Except this one fits in the cup holder in my car.
Job's done.
I think I drink more water than you're supposed to drink by like a large margin. Can't get enough of it, man. You missed the jug. Yeah, I don't think drinking straight from the jug is healthy, though.
In the lights.
I don't know, people kept getting on me about that. I'm just gonna play the 2/3 instead of the Doomsayer. Later on, we can clear the board and play the Doomsayer, guaranteeing a full clear. And the 2/3 already contests this guy pretty well. Why wouldn't it be healthy? I don't know, because like when you drink, then like goes back in there, the germs and whatever, and I don't know, people are just giving me a hard time about drinking directly from a jug repeatedly. Like I'd wash it, but it'd be like once a week, you know?
It's playtime.
I was like, alright, I'll just stop. So we want to set up to go Defile and then Doomsayer and then win the game. So we're going to trade here. Because there's no 3-mana minions in Zoo that have 4 health, right? Let's double check on that. Are there any minions in Zoo with 4 health? For 3 mana. For 3 mana, he could play a Tar Creeper, which has 5 health. But other than that, we're chilling. He could also heal his guy up and deal more damage to us. But the main important thing here is we don't want to kill this 2/1. That guy's our friend. We don't want to kill this because that's our bridge on the 2 to allow the Defile to connect. We're going to do this. We're going to take a healthy chunk of damage. And then we're going to Defile and then Doomsayer and then win the game. Let's do it. So if I play Defile and Doomsayer, my Giant's cost goes to 7. I draw a card, it goes to 6. And these numbers don't satisfy me. Alternatives. We don't have anything to play after the Defile Doomsayer right now. So as sweet as Defile Doomsayer, guaranteed Doomsayer go off is actually not that strong here. But I think I'm more tempted to go with the Hellfire. What happens if we go with Hellfire? Zoo usually plays on the 4-drop slot either Life Drinker or Serenite Chain Gang. So 3 health minions. Sometimes they run Spellbreaker. I still think it's probably fine. It's not amazing. I hate not having follow-up. Hopefully we draw follow-up. We have a lot of follow-up options. We got our Shroom Brewers, our Hooked Reavers. You know, plenty of good cards we could hit. Ah, we hit it. That's what champions do. Yeah, I told you we had a lot of options we could hit. Yeah, I still think it was worth it. That would have been sad if we didn't hit it. But odds were pretty good. And if we do hit it, we win the game. So, like, you take those odds, you know? Dude, we can play that and not die. That's crazy to say that about a Dread Infernal. It seems better than, like, Hellfire, Clear as Guide, play an Ooze, right? Yeah. We may take a little bit of damage from this 2-2. But we're still outside the death range for now. But we're nearing closer to the death range. They run quite a bit of burst in that deck usually, as well as Spellbreakers for taunts, which scare me. They usually run Leroy right now. But it's hard to say if he's going to run Leroy or Doomguard.
Mushroom power!
I want to try and respect about 10 burst. I think that's reasonable with the hand we're dealt. So let's trade these away, go back up to 15. The question becomes, do I tap? I want to be at a high enough life total to play Lich King next turn. I don't know if I did these trades the right way. Taking it the other way might have been better. They're both the same, kind of. They both aren't great versus Despicable Dreadlord. And I wish I had an Argus there. Could just taunt up and go face. But we're still ahead on board. Hey, what's up? I'm streaming right now. Did your thing go well?
2 hours.
But it worked out? Alright, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel got a parking ticket.
How long can this
Or not a parking ticket, what did you, she got a rolling stop.
go on?
Failure to yield.
Failure to.
I don't know. So she had to go fight that. That was a fun outing. We went to some ice sculpture.
Plymouth Ice.
Yeah, it was actually really cool, aside from the fact of all the people that were there. Yeah, it took us like 4.5 hours to walk around this like 100-meter circle with like 12 different ice sculptures to look at them all because of the amount of people who lacked organization. I don't know, we went with her parents. It was nice. We got to spend time with them. I always love spending time with them. It was really cool. It was like -5 degrees outside. The ice sculptures were pretty sweet. Then Rachel got a ticket. The restaurant they wanted to go to, we couldn't go to because there were too many people. So then we ended up eating like at the dining area of Jet's Pizza, which is just a casual pizza joint. Not a typical dining experience, but I enjoy Jet's Pizza, so I liked it. You want to fall to 14? I could die to Leroy Double Soulfire if he's a god. Do we kill him actually? 15, 16. No, we don't kill him. Do we kill him with Double Hellfire? No, because our guy dies. Yeah, we can just heal, right? I want to set up lethal though. He's not gonna Leroy Double Soulfire me, right? What's the play? We do this. We trade, heal. We would trade. We don't have to heal. We could heal our guy. No, it's just worse, right? If he has Leroy Double Soulfire, I'm at peace with it. The other play is just too bad.
Thank you.
No way. Okay. He thinks I'm BMing because he's like, oh my god, you roped on that obvious auto win play. But I just wanted to make sure I couldn't lose to that Leroy Double Soulfire.